Hello everyone, long time no see. You would not believe the new year I have had. Pipes bursting and electrical going out and just one thing after another, but we're back now. And I've reached a point where there are no more maintenance men or construction workers in my house, so I can finally start painting again. So today we're going to be going with this. To be honest, I wanted to practice my line work, so it's kind of this heat mappy, gradient, topography almost. I don't know, it's just something I felt like doing to practice my lines. So after our base of white, I'm gonna chrome it up with this silver. I got rid of the footage. My initial attempt was this light pink, chromy, sparkly stuff underneath. I don't know. It looked too busy almost. So we're gonna go with silver. And you guys are going to have to tell me what you think of the silver underneath, because I still sometimes think it might be a little bit too busy. So now we're going to dip right back into that white, and we're going to lay down kind of a chunky first line. I don't have a lot of these neon colors, these pigment powders, so the lines have to be kind of chunky. Alright, so my first pigment powder I'm going to put down is yellow. I'm going to be going for a little gradient effect, so I think the yellow is bright enough that it's a good starting color. So for the first layer of the pigment powder here with the yellow, I'm going to be using this cute little spongy brush, but you're going to want to switch to something fine because maybe I'm not as good as I like to think I am, but the pigments will stick to each other and it'll get very messy. So you want to start getting a little bit precise after that first blob of yellow goes down. Now here's truly where the hard part comes in. I know I was just complaining about the powder, but this is the hard part. We're going to outline each one of our blobs now, and this is what makes it practice for line work. And this is where that finer tool comes in. So I'm using a little wedged silicone brush, but I'm going to try to not get it in the yellow of each section, and just have it be on our newly created blobby line. And now, just like before, we're going to go in on each nail and outline the orange line. Now I'm going in with a pinky orange red tone. On camera it looks a lot more in the orange red camp than it does the pink red camp, but is something a little bit in between in person. And once again we're going to outline our last line. So my goal with this practice here, which I did not succeed in to a wonderful extent, was to practice line weights and line structure. So I didn't want it to be wavy. I wanted it to be crisp, and I wanted the line weights to at least fairly be even. It varies on my success rate, I'll admit, but that is sort of the premise. You can see that we're gonna go in with a hot pink now, but do you see this mess? Do you see what I've done? Oh my gosh, I can't believe. So I knocked it out. It's not like there was already powder everywhere and then I knocked it over. Ah! So after one small break, we're gonna go back here and outline the pink line, as we've been doing the whole time. And now try not to get hot pink absolutely everywhere. And then my gas sticks were so flabbered that I didn't even film the coolest nail getting the pink done to it, which I think is this one. And then you can see I absolutely beefed the curing of the situation, so I'm gonna have to go back and fix the line, cure it, and then hope and pray that I can apply the powder this time. Alright, we are almost done with this messy pigment powder. I always love the look of it, and I always go, ooh, maybe I'll use it. And then I go and use it, and I go, why did I use it? Because inevitably, it gets everywhere. And maybe that's just a me problem. Maybe it's user error. But look at my workspace. Okay, granted, I did knock one over accidentally, but look at my workspace. You know, the more I look at that orange, pink, red in the camera, the more it looks more and more orange as I apply pinks next to it. Alright, and now we're going to do the last color, which will not be on every nail because I have no concept of size, so did not plan this out well. White was never planning to be on here at all, but as you can see on 3 out of 5 nails, I failed to plan the sizing accordingly. Now, I thought about stopping here. I'm just applying a top coat, curing it, and being like, look how cute. But I decided that I hate myself a little bit, and I wanted to make it 3D. So, here we are with some 3D sculpting gel, going in and outlining all of the lines we just made, which I learned after the fact is not as easy as everyone makes it look. They are somehow so much squigglier than my paint lines. I forgot that I had some subpar nail polish on. Look guys, it's been a rough New Year's. So, here they are. Here are the nails, all done. Like I said, when I went in with the 3D sculpting gel and started to overlay on top of the lines, I definitely realized that that is much harder to get a crisp appearance with than it is even the paint. Granted, this was all designed to be kind of line work practice, but you can kind of see where I'm coming from, where after the fact here, the lines look a lot more squiggly than perhaps they did at one point. But overall, I'm happy with it. This was great practice for getting them crispy, and I can't wait to do the other 5 and wear them around. They kind of give like an Art Deco feel. So, if you enjoyed yourself, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone!